Hi, and welcome to the Mutinex video series. My name is Will, and I'm the Director of Marketing Science. And within this series, we'll be looking at how advertisers can be navigating some of the challenges in their markets and maximize the performance of their media. In this short video, we'll talk to how marketers can improve their ability to quantify the value of sales and discounts through GrowthOS. Discounting can be a popular tool for a marketer, and it's one which may be deployed tactically when market conditions are tough and the advertiser is otherwise struggling to meet their sales targets. They're topical right now, and hopefully all of you got your end of financial year shopping done. Before too long, we'll be talking about Cyber Monday and other mega sales days. And in between these, a business may see fit to run other tactical promotions where necessary. On the face of it, sales promotions look like a great way to give sales a bump, especially when we've run price promotions in previous years, which have set a precedent and expectation for current targets. But I'm here to argue that advertisers need to approach price promotions with great care by digging a little deeper into the makeup of promotional sales volume. Here's a sketch of how a price promotion might appear on a sales over time chart. Now, my first job a couple of years ago now had me spending a fair bit of time looking at the behaviors of customers that sat behind this kind of chart. Our data was based on a panel of shoppers, which is literally tens of thousands of ordinary people scanning all of their grocery shopping as they brought it home. Now, used wisely, this was incredibly powerful data, and there's a huge amount of insight that could be derived if you used it properly. And one of the most popular pieces of analysis that we'd run would be looking at price promotions. Given we tracked purchases over time, we could see how price promotions might alter behaviors. And when looking at the makeup of sales volume during a discounting period, we could see that the volume was coming from 4 key areas. I can show you those if I just scoot on over to this side. And at this point, I should add that these boxes are not drawn to scale and are purely for illustration purposes. Now, for advertisers that partake in mega sales days, they need to be actually looking at how that volume is being made up from subsidized sales. So those are sales that would have occurred anyway, and which are just being heavily subsidized because of the price promotion. So there we're seeing an erosion to margin. Then we have relocated sales. So these are those that are occurring in the retailer that has the price promotion, but it's been moved from where the customer may have otherwise have made that purchase. Very common in the CPG category, where people are moving between some of the main supermarkets in order to take advantage of those price promotions. Then we have the time-shifted sales. And this is where customers are either bringing forward their spend or pushing back their spend to take advantage of sales. Now, again, for advertisers that partake in mega sales days, that time-shifted proportion of sales is becoming ever more pronounced. Consumers are becoming highly attuned to these seasonal events and will delay or bring forward their purchasing of goods to take advantage of them. Then finally, you have the incremental sales. Now, if you've watched our videos that talk to the importance of incrementality, you will know that these are the sales that really matter. These are the sales that only happened because of the activity that you ran. And in this case, that's the price promotion. So the first risk is overestimating the sales volume that your price promotion was responsible for because of the time shifting and the relocating behaviors. The second and potentially bigger risk of price promotions is from creating a negative long-term perception of a product and a down channel effect, which will ultimately lead to a market share erosion. Customers may start to consider your product as more of a commodity than a brand that they actually value and are happy to pay full price for. So before you press the discount button, look deeper into the sales driven by price promotions or other events. GrowthOS provides what we call the long-form sales drivers of sales, breaking down how many sales should have been expected anyway. Sales that are down to price promotions, sales that might have been driven by your marketing, and other factors that we find to be important. And whether that might be a grand final event, a change in cash base rate, etc. This ultimately means you can remove all the noise that's going on in an increasingly noisy world and get a much clearer picture of the true promotional value.